What is going on, YouTube? It is Primitive here, and I have my teammate Brandon once again going to be showcasing another One Piece deck profile for you all. And so I'm just going to hand it over to him, but be sure to check out his channel. The link will be in the description. He does sealed content mostly, but be sure to support all my Team Iceworld teammates. So go check out his channel.
Alrighty, YouTube. We're starting today with the red-green law deck. It's probably my favorite deck to play, as in I have the most fun with it because the most intricate plays, in my opinion, and the current format for the One Piece card game. So we'll just go ahead and get right into it, of course. If y'all don't know by now, I gotta have as many alt-art cards as possible, so the alt-art leader card. Really strong card. Once per turn, as long as you have 5 characters on the field, you can rest 2 Dawn and then bounce a character back to your hand and play another character 5 cost or less of the opposite color. You'll see as we go through this deck that there are lots of cards that will be able to take advantage of that. But we're going to start with the event cards. Start here with the Gum Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk. I'm only running 1. It's a counter plus 2,000, plus 4,000, and then you could also KO a character with 4,000 battle power or less, and its trigger is minus 10,000 to a opponent's character or leader for that turn. It's a nice defensive card. I like to have it. I like having an event trigger that if I don't have enough counters in hand, I can help counter out of a big attack. I'm currently running 2 Gum Jet Pistols. I want to go to 3, but I'm having a hard time finding room for it. KO one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 DP or less. Pretty standard. Just helps keep control of the board, which this deck likes to do. We'll go ahead and get into the 1 costs now. We got 4 1-cost blocker Chopper, 3 1-cost blocker Capone, 4 1-cost Otama, and 2 1-cost Momonosuke, 4 1-cost Nami from the set, not the starter deck, and the last 1-cost 4 1-cost Bonnie. I don't think there's necessarily much to talk about when it comes to these blockers here. Pretty standard, the 7 blockers. I like these. I chose these 7. 1 cost pretty consistent. Helps just sacrifice on the field. Goes with the bounce targets. 4 Otama for on play. Give 1 character minus 2,000. Helps clear bigger threats with Otama, double Otama even, and then Jet Pistol. And then for the Searcher 1 costs. I run 2 of the Momonosuke because I have the Wano package in here. It's not as heavy as some other lists I've seen, but I do value the search, and he's that 1,000 counter, so it's always nice to have as many counters as possible. Also, Otama, 2,000 counter, great. And so it searches all Land of Wano characters, and Otama is one of them. Once I realized that Otama was also one of them, then I was like, okay, I'm running a half Wano package, might as well run the Searcher. 4 Bonnie helps search supernovas, which is most of this deck. And then some of the cards that aren't supernovas are Straw Hats. Nami does it on play. Bonnie does it with resting her in 1 Dawn, as well as Momonosuke resting himself in 1 Dawn to search for Land of Wano. So between these 3 searchers, I'm able to cycle through the deck pretty efficiently, keep it consistent, and find the cards I am looking for. We get into the 2 costs. We have 2 Nekos, just on play, rest a 3 cost or less, and it's a 1,000 counter. Good for bouncing. I run 2 Brook, on play 2 rest a Dawn, 2,000 counter as well. And then I run 3 Killer Supernova, so it's searchable through Bonnie, and block with 1 Dawn under it. As long as you have 3 characters on play, you get to draw 1 card. Helps keep the deck consistent and keeps that defensive power up as well. The on play getting 2 rested Dawn helps characters boost up, as well as the rush Luffy we'll talk about later becoming unblockable. 3 costs, we got 2 Nico Robin. When attacking, KO a character 3,000 or less. I was not running this for a while. With this deck, I had only lost to 1 person, in tournament, and it was a mirror match. And after consulting with him a little bit, I did some tweaking, and I have not lost since. This is one of the ads I actually really enjoy. It helps KO small blockers, and it's also a counter. We got 3 Ezos. On play, rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4, which is really nice. What I really like it for as well, though, is that 2,000 counter. It helps to keep things consistent. Now, I do play one more 3-cost, as you all should expect, but I don't think it belongs in the 3-cost option because I think he's one of the bosses of the deck. We got 4 Rush Zoro, 3-cost, alted out, of course. This card's just so strong, you can summon it with your leader. Huh?
I said alted out, of course.
Of course. You gotta, so strong. You can summon it for free with your leader, as well as 2 other cards in this list that are to show. I love playing him out, swinging, bouncing him back to hand, playing him again for free, swinging again. He's just great. He helps with control, as well as taking, doing some good damage to your opponent. I run 3 5-cost Rush Luffy's. This is the one I was talking about. Dawn ×2. It's unblockable. I really enjoy playing him out with the leader's effect, and then hard casting the Brook to give him 2 arrested Dawn, and then he swings in typically either for game or for some heavy damage, which I'll talk about in just a second because there's another 5-cost that helps do more. But unblockable, Rush, just unpredictable. The next 5-cost is the starter deck Trafalgar Law. On play, set one of your supernovas as active. That's it. So that just helps Luffy do 2 damage, unblockable with that 2 rested Dawn. It's just really strong. I run 1 8-cost kit. It's a 1-of. Alt, of course. Of course. Dawn ×1. On opponent's turn, if this is rested, every single character on your opponent's field has to attack him. It's a really nice perma blocker. He's 8k, so he's really hard to get over. It takes a lot of investment, whether it's multiple Tamas and a jet pistol if you're on facing the mirror, or a lot of Dawn over a character to swing over. He also has the ability to activate main. Once per turn, you may rest him to play a 3-cost or less. What's that 3-cost I just talked about that's so good in this deck? Zoro! Lots of ways to summon out Zoro. Really like Kid. Last card in the deck. 4 5-cost Law. Almost alted out.
Oh, weak.
We're so close. It will be alted out by the end of the week, I promise. He's a blocker. Really strong 6k. And on play... Double checking. Yep. You may return 1 character from your hand, and then you can play a 3-cost from the field to your hand, and then you may play 3-cost or less. 3-cost Zoro, so strong. But he is also really good. He helps play your searchers out, recycle the searchers. For example, I love playing a Bonnie, resting it, so then it's vulnerable to opponent's attacks, getting the search off. You playing a Law, taking Bonnie back, and then just playing a Nami. That's searching over a quarter of your deck in 1 turn. Getting 2 strong cards after that, because all supernovas and all the straw hats are worth it. And then you're just able to go off from there. That's the list. Hope you all enjoyed.
Check out his channel in the link in the description.
Yeah.
Ice Boy.
Ice Boy. Team Iceball.
Prim out. Team Iceball out.
Adios.